Okay, so what we're doing now, we're showing off the different types of mounts. Let's start with the Mammoth. There you go. So that's the massive mount that she climbs on there, the Mammoth.
And let's do the War Rhino.
The War Rhino. We all love 300, of course, so we all want to do the Rhino. There you go, the Rhino. Thank you. There you go, yeah. And then you should pop onto your... No. Bring out your horse.
A beautiful black horse.
In mounted combat, you not only use the directions that you have here, like you normally do, but you actually use the speed and the strength of the mount as well. So the faster you ride, the more damage you do. Did you kill the cocks again?
Not touching cocks.
Not touching.
The cock handler.
Yeah.
I can.
No, don't. Just ride out like you normally do.
Alright.
And then you use the speed and agility of your mount to get different types of damage. So the faster you ride, the more damage you do. While other abilities, like your combos, are actually no longer available. Some spells have been removed, some other spells are working differently, and spell weaving doesn't work when you're mounted. But now let's focus on the different types of attacks. If Jason, could you swing your or do your tricks with the Mammoth? There you go. So the Mammoth attacks left and right and forward. Right, yes, good. Forward, there we go. So, and Rhino can do the same. Yeah, there we go. So being gored by that one it's quite painful, and you can do the same, Annie.
Yep. It's basically the same combat system, hit in different directions.
Yeah.
I can also use my horse, like this.
And you can do it while you ride.
Yes, I can.
There we go. And then, that's what I talk about. You do it while you move. So you actually attack while you move. The horse is actually motion captured. We've got some insane company in England to have this big stable where they put up the motion capture, so it's looking very, very realistic, I think. We didn't manage the same with the Mammoth, naturally, but it still looks pretty awesome. I don't think we've ever seen anything as cool looking mount-wise in...
One thing that's important to mention is that all the different mounts handle very differently. It's, for instance, the horse here is very quick and agile, while the Mammoth is slow to turn. It needs space to accelerate, and I like to sort of compare it to like GTA Grand Theft Auto, for instance, where the Mammoth is sort of like the bus and the horse is sort of like the sports car.
Yeah. Oh, off with his head. Yeah. Well done. Oh, nasty. So these guys we just spawned them there to be fodder for this demonstration. Yeah, knock them backwards.
I'll kick this guy. It's no idea what's coming.
Yeah. There you go. So that's just an example of how the mounted combat system works. And I mean, in PvE, this is important because you can use the speed and the strength of your mounts, which give you protection to break difficult camps. But it's still not like the ultimate weapon for everything. Oh, thank you. It's still not the most. It's not the ultimate weapon for everything. But in PvP, it's much more important because their speed and agility is always paramount. Okay, let's.
Can I do my sunset?
Yeah.
Into the sunset?
Right, let's finish off the mounted combat presentation with a quick.
This is really the most important part of the whole thing.
Hey, ho,
riding into the sunset. Or sunrise.
Or sunrise,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
And there we go.
Somebody, music?
Yeah.
Cue music.
And there we go. sunset.
And the most important part, of course. Oh, that's a screenshot.
Well done, Ali. Well, some of the mounts are actually like this one over here. You know, the two epic mounts that you get through our pre-order program. They can not only be used against opponents, they can also be used against walls, knocking over walls, knocking down buildings, and thus used in sieges. And that's a good transition to the next part of our presentation, which is going to be city building.